I'm Reverend Theresa Rohlck. What a joy and honor it has been to work with the high school age YRUU group on preparing today's worship service. Our collaboration has included the entire YRUU group in the creative process. You can find all of their names in the order of service. I'm grateful for the talents of my colleagues on the worship team, Allison, Halerz, our Pianist-in-Residence, Carter Smith, our acting director of music, and Mike Halerz, our technology consultant. They have helped bring alive the vision the YRU youth had for this service. Joining us on the chancel today are Maya Baum-Faris, Hava Baum-Faris, Antonia Ordonez, Sabina Montalva, Zach Hildebrand, Sedona Peterson, and Rachel Kaufman. There are a few empty beanbag chairs right up front. I invite you, if you want to experience the worship service in a little more relaxed way, kids all, feel free to join. You can try them out and then go back if you don't like them. I have just a few announcements. Next Saturday is a special concert by the singer-songwriter Tret Fure to benefit the Ukraine Relief Fund right here in this sanctuary at 7 p.m. Advance registration is required as space will be limited. There's no fee to attend, but donations to support Ukrainian refugees will be welcomed and appreciated. It will be a memorable evening of music, so we hope that you will join us. The following day, Tret will be our guest in Sunday morning services, and she will share her musical talents with us. In addition, next Sunday is also flower communion. So please bring a flower with you to the service, or if you are at home, have one nearby. And don't worry if you forget, we will have some extras for you to use for our end of the church year ritual. If you are new to us, we warmly welcome you to join in. This is a communion in the sense of community coming together to celebrate beauty in our diversity. And if you are new or still in the process of deciding if this is the place you'd like to put down spiritual roots, a newcomer welcome is held right after the service. It's outside these doors, down a little bit, and on the right in the Jackson Chapel. If you are new and you're online right now, we invite you to introduce yourself in the chat. And you can also connect with us through a survey, UUAA.org/newcomer survey. So now, I invite you to be open to having your expectations challenged. Perhaps this has already happened when you walked in the sanctuary and saw different chairs, different screens, and what? No pulpit? Or maybe when you heard that opening music. If you are still wondering about what that was, begin a conversation with any of the youth in your life, remembering there are a bunch of them right here who will gladly share with you. I invite you to be open to perspectives that you may not have considered before, to new words, music, and modes of engaging in this beautiful way we build community with each other across generations. Each week, we are gathered for worship.
As we write our chalice, I will say the words of Nancy Red McKee titled, "Our Community Knows No Boundaries." Our community knows no boundaries. We are not confined by the physical limits of walls, or, for that matter, of what often binds us, restricts us, holds us back. We are freer than we know when we release ourselves and each other from expectations of what is needed for true community. We are here together in space. I see you, I hear you, I love you. And I write this chalice a beacon of this community holding us all together here now. Everyone, please join me to say a YRUU covenant. Together, we will be respectful. We have the power to pass. We will step up to participate and lead, but will step back for others to have their turn. We will seek consent in all we do. We will assume the good intent of others, but recognize that our impact is greater than our intentions. We will take care with our words. We will be inclusive and embrace our diversity. Yeah, thank you.
Chapter 1, Downcast. Once upon a time, on a quiet, rainy day in a little town called Ruin, Avery was ruffling through books at a used bookstore. Since they'd woken up that morning, they'd been feeling under the weather. They'd planned to skate with their friends, but one look out the window canceled those plans. Now, they were sitting in a cute little store, surrounded by books, looking for one that might turn their day around. Avery glanced through the fantasy section about dragons and friendship, barely looked at the historical section, and rolled their eyes at the self-help books that they never had enough motivation to read. They wanted something simple and bright and nice. Amidst the piles of books about revolutions from around the world was a colorful cover of smiling faces. They picked it up and began to read.
It's Okay to Be Different by Todd Parr. It's okay to be missing a tooth, or 2, or 3. It's okay to need some help. It's okay to have a different nose. It's okay to be a different color. It's okay to have no hair. It's okay to have big ears. It's okay to have wheels. It's okay to be small, medium, large, or extra large. It's okay to wear glasses. It's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay to eat macaroni and cheese in the bathtub. It's okay to say no to bad things. It's okay to come from a different place. It's okay to be embarrassed. It's okay to come in last. It's okay to dance by yourself. It's okay to have a pet worm. It's okay to be proud of yourself. It's okay to have different moms. It's okay to have different dads. It's okay to be adopted. It's okay to have an invisible friend. It's okay to do something nice for someone. It's okay to lose your mittens. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to do something nice for yourself. It's okay to help a squirrel collect nuts. It's okay to have different kinds of friends. It's okay to make a wish. It's okay to be different. You are special and important just because of being who you are. Love, Todd.
Avery already knew that it's okay to be different, but they enjoyed the style, joy, and colors of the book. But the problem wasn't that they felt different, or at least, not exactly. They weren't sure why they were feeling down. It was something deeper rooted. Avery kept combing through piles of books, looking for answers. As they looked through a pile of cookbooks, they realized that they'd been at the bookstore for hours. They bought It's Okay to Be Different for their little sibling, pulled out their umbrella, and put on headphones for the walk home.
Please rise in body or spirit and join in singing number 1074, Turn the World Around. We come from the fire, living in the fire, go back to the fire, turn the world around. We come from the water, living in the water, go back to the water, turn the world around. We come from the mountain, living in the mountain, go back to the mountain, turn the world around. Oh, so is life.
This song was a reminder that we all come from the same place and that we share common human experiences. And like the book, Avery loved it. However, being reminded that they're one part of the whole of humanity didn't cheer them up. They ended up in the woods, looking at the lush understory and the many birds that sang among the branches. Chapter 2, Expectations. The next song came on, When, by Dodie. They set down their umbrella and began to dance.
I think I've been telling lies, 'cause I've never been in love. Everyone falls for the sunshine disguise, distracted by who they're thinking of. I'd rather date an idea, something I'll never find. Sure, I'll live in the moment, but I'm never happy here. I'm surrounded by greener looking time. Am I the only one wishing life away? Never caught up in the moment, busy begging the past to stay. Memories painted with much brighter ink. They tell me I loved, teach me how to think. I'll take what I can get, 'cause I'm too damp for a spark. Kissing sickly sweet cries, 'cause they say they like my eyes, but I'd only ever see them in the dark. I'm sick of faking diary entries. Gotta get it in my head, I'll never be 16 again. I'm waiting to live and waiting to love. Oh, it'll be over and I'll still be asking when. Am I the only one wishing life away? Never caught up in the moment, busy begging the past to stay. Memories painted with much brighter ink. They tell me I loved, teach me how to think. I'm sick of faking diary entries. Gotta get it in my head, I'll never be 16 again. I'm waiting to live, still waiting to love. Oh, it'll be over and I'll still be asking when. Oh, it'll be over and I'll still be asking when.
When the song was over, Avery was sopping and stopped to sit down on a log. They were wet and out of breath, but smiling. They'd forgotten how much they loved to dance in the rain. They still didn't understand why they were feeling down, but realized that they were generally unsatisfied with life, like Dodie. They then remembered how teachers would say that they're old enough to understand things.
This will all make sense when I am older.
They weren't sure if this was one of those things and thought about it for a moment. Maybe, they thought, they were too old to not understand their own feelings, but also maybe feelings were something everyone has trouble understanding. They lay down on the log and stared up through the leaves at the droplets of rain. It would be so much easier as a bird, Avery supposed, relying on instinct rather than choice, with your only goal being to further your species. They thought back to all the long-term and short-term goals that their school had made them make. They couldn't remember many in particular, but what they did remember, they hadn't completed. Instead, they'd focused on the present. They were a kid. They should be able to have fun. But then they felt behind. They wondered for a second if maybe that was why they were sad, but it didn't seem like the whole story. They recalled back to their elementary school years and to the first time they had told their family that they wanted to write movies. Their parents had told them that they couldn't possibly know what they wanted to do. They were only 7 after all. But in the same breath gave them doctor's toys and told them what to like. Nothing changed due to their insistence. Avery still wanted to write movie scripts, but now they just didn't believe in themselves and they learned that their parents' support was conditional. Avery understood their parents' concern for having financial stability in their future and honestly shared it. Being successful enough in movie writing to have a consistent income was tricky, and although they believed in themselves and their abilities, there was always a societal expectation and looming pressure that they would be able to provide for themselves fully.
Today's offering goes to support the programs and ministries of this congregation. It helps support our youth program, which, as someone who's been a part of it ever since my parents could get rid of me while listening to a service, I can say is a very valuable experience. The youth programs here focus not only on UU values, but on other faiths and beliefs and understanding ourselves and our place in the world, all while fostering an environment of camaraderie and general happy, fun times. If you are able to give, you may leave cash or checks in the basket, or give online at uuaa.org/giving, or text UUAA to 73256. I now invite the ushers to come forward to collect today's offering. We thank you for your generosity. Ushers, please come forward. I ask you to rise in body or in spirit and invite you to say the words of today's dedication with me. To the betterment of our communities, which work to provide fulfillment and love, we dedicate our time, and these are our offerings.
Chapter 3, Avoidance. After a long day of questions and an overwhelming sense that there was some answer just out of reach, Avery was tired. They walked out of the woods, their umbrella up, only to protect the book. When they got home, they still weren't sure what was wrong or how to feel better. So they changed into dry clothes and directed their mind instead toward the distraction of their television.
Hello, and welcome to Gender Jeopardy! I'm your host, Maya Bam-Fries, and I use she and they pronouns. Here are our contestants. Would you each introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Laurel. I use she, her pronouns, and
Yeah, anything else if you want.
and I'm a visitor here.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Ange. I use they or she pronouns.
All right, thank you. So for those of you out in our audience or playing at home, we have little papers, so please play along with us. If you didn't get one, our ushers will come around. Just raise your hand if you need a paper. And for those of you at home, we also invite you to grab a paper and pencil to play along with us. Just mark off your answers on the appropriate boxes as we're playing. All right. For the rules of the game, just raise your hand if you want to answer the question, and I'll call on you. You get to choose the next category, and you get points if you're correct. Sound good?
What do we get if we win?
Bragging rights for sure, yeah.
Someone promised me a can of soup, though.
Oh, well, we can definitely make that happen. All right, Laurel, will you choose our first category?
Oh, me?
Sure. Or, yeah.
Okay. How about name the pride flag for 100?
All right. Sure, Ange.
Trans flag.
That's correct. This is the trans or transgender flag. All right, would you like to choose our next category once it's up?
I forgot how this goes. Pride flag for 200.
Ange?
Gender queer?
No, this is the non-binary flag. Yeah. All right, you were close. Good job. You want to choose the next category still?
Oh, pride flag for 300.
Learning opportunities, yeah?
Is this one the non-binary flag? Or no, wait, that was the one that we just had. Is this the genderqueer flag, rather?
This is the gender fluid flag. Yeah. So close again, but yes. All right, what category would you like?
How about true false for 200?
Dead name is a term used to describe unused birth names of trans people. Ange?
True.
Yes, this is true. This is a term. All right. What category would you like next?
I'm going to go with neo-pronouns for 400.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's see.
You are introducing your friend, Blueberry, who uses they and it pronouns, to your other friends. How would you introduce them using its correct pronouns? And try to vary your pronoun use. Yeah, Laurel?
Hello, this is my friend Blueberry. They like to cross-country ski, and it's here for the ski trip.
All right, yes, that's totally it. Thanks. Oh yeah, you want to choose our next category?
How about name the gender term for 300?
A gender-neutral honorific, equivalent to Mr., Miss, etc. Yeah, and
Mix, MX.
yes, that is what we're looking for.
Pride flag for 400.
Yeah, Laurel.
I thought I knew, but I don't think I know.
Well, you can definitely guess, I'm sure.
Is it a gender?
Yeah, good job. That was very difficult for our other round of Jeopardy people. So good job.
How to ally for 300.
If someone corrects you on pronouns, you should 1, profusely apologize. 2, ignore the correction. 3, say thank you, correct yourself, and move on. 4, say you're sorry, but you're trying really hard. Laurel?
3.
Yes. Good job.
Okay, let's do true false for 300.
All people who use she, her pronouns are women. Laurel, that was very close.
False.
Yes, it's false. Anyone can use whatever pronouns they want. Cool.
True false for 400.
Autistic people are more likely to be gender diverse. You want to guess? Or sure. I can tell you.
False?
So this is true according to the studies that we have found and that we know about currently. There are some other things that, of course, all studies aren't right, and there are specifically some things about this that might not be true, but as far as we know, it is true.
Cool.
And you can choose the next category, Laurel.
Okay. Multiple sets of pronouns for 300.
If your friend doesn't use pronouns, and your friend is Hazel, you should use they, them pronouns for Hazel, use Hazel's name for Hazel. That's not an okay thing to do. Pronouns are part of English. Or use Hazel's name for them. And
2.
yes, you should use Hazel's name for Hazel.
Name the gender term for 400.
A gender identity that fluctuates between multiple genders. Laurel?
Is it gender dynamic?
I have not heard, you want to answer?
Gender fluid?
So we did put gender fluid, but this term could go for multiple categories, so I will not say you're wrong. Sure, if that's a thing you can do.
Yes. Wait, we can totally game the system.
All right, cool.
Now that we know that, we can both get points?
Yeah, you can both get points. All right, and Ange, you want to pick our next category?
How to ally for 400.
What should you do when your friend comes out as trans? 1, give them all your money. 2, say cool, what do I call you now? Or, similar things. 3, ask them why they chose this. Or 4, tell them you love them anyway. Laurel?
2.
Yes, 2. We want to not tell them we love them. Besides that, giving them money is a valid choice, but we don't want to give them all our money because then we won't have any left.
How to ally for 200.
What to do if your friend is misgendered in public. 1, let other people handle it. 2, correct the misgenderer and move on quickly. 3, intervene by punching the misgenderer.
Yes.
Or 4, do the thing your friend wants. Ange?
4, do the thing your friend wants.
Yes, do the thing your friend wants. Yep.
Pronouns for 200.
Its pronouns are dehumanizing and disrespectful, what you should use for everybody, offensive towards objects, or neopronouns. Laurel?
4?
Yeah, they are neopronouns. So it is true that its pronouns can be disrespectful for people. So use them for people who want this, not for everybody. But yeah, that is the correct answer.
Name the gender term for 200.
A person whose gender aligns with their sex assigned at birth. That was very close, but Laurel.
Cis.
Yes, cis or cisgender is the term we're looking for. Good job.
You're ahead of me.
Which category would you like?
How about name the gender term for 100?
A woman whose sex assigned at birth does not align with her gender. And
Trans woman.
yep. Good job.
It's getting competitive. Pronouns for 100.
What is the correct definition of neopronouns? 1, any non-conventional pronouns. 2, all pronouns. 3, modern hieroglyphics. Or 4, using the wrong pronouns for somebody. And
1, any non-conventional pronouns.
yeah. How to ally or true false?
How to ally.
All right. You should give dolls to girls, boys, any person who wants to use them, or nobody. Dolls are demons. Yes?
I'm tempted to say 4, but I'll say 3.
All right. 3 is correct. 4 would also be correct. We would accept either answer. Thank you. Yes. All right. And
Decisions.
for true false. Sexuality and gender are the same.
Let's do it together. Okay. False.
It is false. Yes. Good job. Okay. Thank you so much for playing. It looks like Laurel won by 200 points with a total score of 2,400. Thank you to both of our contestants. All right. If you were playing at home or in the audience, see how you did. We want to hear about it after the service maybe, and it's just a test yourself kind of thing. There's no scores. And thanks for watching Gender Jeopardy. Bye.
Avery loved Gender Jeopardy and hoped others had watched it and learned more about pronouns and how to use them. When it was over, they flipped through the channels again and, not seeing anything to their liking, switched the TV off. Chapter 4, Inconclusive. They were still unsure about what was troubling them, but they sat out on their porch and watched the rain falling upon the earth. The sun hid above a gray quilt of clouds, but Avery knew it was still there. They started to sing, and the rain sang back.
All right, please rise to sing this song. Sing, break into song, for within you is the light. Sing, oh sing, sing, oh sing, for within you is the light. Repeat after me. Sing, break into song, for within you is the light.
Sing, break into song, for within you is the light.
Sing, oh sing, sing, oh sing.
Sing, oh sing, sing, oh sing.
For within you is the light.
For within you is the light.
All together.
Sing, break into song, for within you is the light. Sing, oh sing, sing, oh sing. For within you is the light. Sing, break into song,
For within you is the light.
sing, oh sing, sing, oh sing. For within you is the light.
Sing, break into song, for within you is the light.
Sing, break
Oh,
into
sing,
song, within
sing,
you is the
oh,
light.
sing.
Sing, oh
For
sing,
within you is
sing,
the
oh
light.
sing.
Sing, break into song, for within you is the light. Sing, oh, sing, sing, oh, sing. For within you is the light.
For within you is the light.
Sing, break into song, for within you is the light. Sing, oh, sing, sing, oh, sing. For within you is the light. For within you is the light.
Avery sighed and lay down listening to the rain pelting down on the roof above them. And they smiled. It was okay. They didn't need an answer to what was troubling them that day. They didn't need a conclusion. Some days there would be answers, and other days there'd only be questions. The rain would clear and bring sunshine, and then it would come back again to wet the earth once more. The end.
One, two, three.
We are going on a journey to nowhere. As we extinguish our chalice, go now in peace. Go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you. Everywhere, everywhere you may go. Thanks.